welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, my name is Taechichu and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll never know what I'm doing, and that's what I'm using as an intro. I know, I'm musically inclined. I get it, I know. Anyway, hello, how are you? Today I may have done something like this before, but guess what? I'm bringing it back because I want to. I am going to do a series where I talk about what my 6 Pokemon would be if I were in certain regions. And we're going to start all the way back at Kanto. Why do I want to do this? Because I want to do this not only I want to document how I feel about certain Pokemon at like certain times, if that makes sense. Where it's just kind of like a fun thing to do, where what Pokemon would you have on your team if you were living in the Pokemon world in Kanto? I want to hear what you guys have to say, so let me know down in the comments below what you guys would have and why. Again, I've probably done something like this. It doesn't matter. I don't care. But I'm going to do it again, because I think my opinions changed from the last time that I did it. So, yes, let's get into it. Number 1, I would have Bulbasaur, for sure. That would be my starter. Why do I want Bulbasaur? I think Bulbasaur is adorable. It's been underrated for so freaking long. It has really good grass moves that are good in the Kanto region. And I think that it's good just for, like, regular stuff. Like, Razor Leaf is pretty good. Clearly, my Bulbasaur would evolve into a Venusaur eventually. But that would definitely be the starter that I pick, and I would go with my starter. I think that Bulbasaur just kind of has that nice little, maybe I'm thinking of Ash's Bulbasaur a lot, but I think that Bulbasaur just has that, like, love and complexion, and, like, it's a plant, so it doesn't need much to take care of it, you know, just gotta photosynthesis it, let it go out in the sun and stuff like that, so, yeah, that's why I chose Bulbasaur as one of my 6 Kanto Pokemon. Next, I would have a Raichu. Now, I know, you're shocked. Tay, you just did a video about vintage Pikachus and how much you love them. Yes, I love Pikachu, but if you see the amount of Raichu plushes there are out there, there's like little to zero. I already have like the one vintage Raichu plush that exists. It was one of my first Pokemon plushes, and I think that Raichu is underrated because of Pikachu. I love Pikachu so much. I love Pikachu, yes. But once my Pikachu is strong enough, I think that it would want to evolve into a Raichu. Unlike Ash's Pikachu, who wants to stay a Pikachu forever, I think that my Pikachu would want to evolve to be able to grow stronger, evolve with its motions, like, evolve for, like, more of, like, more reasoning. You know what I mean? Like, I can understand a Pikachu wanting to stay a Pikachu, but I can also understand a Raichu wanting to turn into a Raichu. So yeah, and I like Raichu. I love the color scheme. I think that it's a good snuggly Pokemon. I think Pikachu is really cute. Just like Bulbasaur, I really like Pokemon that'll come up and, like, hug you and that are cute, but also tough all at the same time. And I think that it'd be really cool to have a Raichu to just be, like, by your side on your head and stuff like that. Maybe I am Lieutenant Surge. Who knows? And for my next Pokemon, I would have a Wigglytuff. Why would I have a Wigglytuff, you ask? Because I think that Wigglytuff is another underrated evolution of Pokemon, just like Raichu. Wigglytuff is so good. Like, I mean, granted, it is not as good as Chansey with Eviolite. It is not as good as Clefairy with Eviolite. But I think that Wigglytuff, especially, like, now let's just ignore, like, game stats and stuff like that. This is, like, the real world where we don't particularly care about the base stats that are given to a Pokemon. I want a Pokemon that is going to be motherly to all of my Pokemon. And Wigglytuff is just that. I think that it's that tough mother love that is going to give my Pokemon, everyone, the togetherness and the loveness, and it's tanky, and it's good, and I like it, and it's gonna solve all the problems that my Pokemon have between each other if there are issues. And I think that's important within a team, is to have someone that brings structure to it. Am I thinking too deeply into it? Maybe. Do I care? No. Anyway, Wigglytuff, absolutely. And, you know, maybe I have sleeping problems. Maybe Wigglytuff will sing me to sleep. I can also imagine, like, having an Igglybuff and then raising it to be a Wigglytuff, and just kind of being, like, that badass feminine figure on a team that's like, oh, they can do it, I can do it. Let's get into it. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's badass. Yes, Wigglytuff. As for my fourth one, it would be probably Nidoran M. Nidoran M was one of my first ever favorite Pokemon. Would it evolve into a Nidoking? Probably. I can see me having a Nidoran that's spoiled. Like, it's just spoiled to the core. And then Bulbasaur is just like, listen, man, you gotta stop. Like, you gotta stop being a spoiled brat. But I think it's just nice to have that one, kind of like Ash's Charizard in a way, except it'll listen to me to, like, it wants all of my attention. My Nidoran would be the attention-seeking Pokemon within my Pokemon team. And then when it turns into Nidoking, like, it's clearly the same way, where it's just kind of like, listen, you better shut up, Raichu. And then I'm like, listen, Nidoking, you gotta chill. And they're, am I going on a tangent? Yeah. But this is how my brain works. I like making these imaginary things in my head, and that's fine. Do whatever you want. I'm really invested in this story that I have created for myself within the Kanto universe. Yes, Nidoran male into Nidoking, because it was one of my first favorites. Yes. And for my fifth one, this may come off as a surprise. It is Gengar. Gengar is not only spooky ooky, but he is also in need of love. In case you have seen any of the memes from the Pokemon Sword and Shield anime, that is sad. That shit is sad. I want to make every Gengar happy, and Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon. I can see a Ghastly, like, pulling a prank on me and me being like, Pokeball, bitch, and then I catch it, and then you know, train it into a Haunter, into, like, a Gengar. I think that Gengar would be, like, that kind of person that I could rely on, like, for battles and stuff if things weren't going on. And I think that Gengar would also make me laugh when things are getting tough and make me realize, listen, you're a good trainer. We just need to go better as a team. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gengar. Can't go wrong with a Gengar. Anyway, yes, that may come off as a surprise, but Gengar would be, like, kind of like the one that is like, hey, it's gonna be alright. Kind of like that quiet leader, while Wigglytuff is kind of like that disciplinary, feminine badass. I think that Gengar would kind of be like that silent, like, hey, get it together or else. You know, like that silent, quiet type. And for the last one, again, might be a shocker, Ditto. Ditto would probably be my last Pokemon, because I love Ditto. I love that little blobby man. I need someone to smile at me when things are going wrong. I need someone that's a little bit of jelly that I can be like, haha, look at you. You're cool. And then they could always make me laugh by turning into other Pokemon. And then I could have literally any Pokemon that I want. Is that cheating? Haha, no. Not in my world. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to have a Ditto just kind of be resourceful, and then also, like, learning its, like, what its boundaries are, if that makes sense. Like, knowing how far a Ditto, the Pokemon itself, how its boundaries can be when it's transforming. And I think that'd be really cool. And I think that it would be a very entertaining Pokemon where it's just kind of trying to make people laugh. It's like that comic of the group. I realized I didn't really give Raichu or Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur would just kind of be like my little sweetie, my little perfect one that can do nothing wrong. And then Raichu would just kind of be like the tough guy who's always trying to start a fight with Nidoran or Nidoking. like that would just be that's my team. That is all the personification I have for my team. That is how passionate I am about Pokemon, and everyone questions it in real life, but it's fine. It's fine. Yes, I know this video is very chaotic. Guess what? I'm in a chaotic mood. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and being chaotic with me. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what else you guys would like to see me do. And then make sure that you watch the Johto one, because the Johto one will come eventually. I know I've been kind of sparse with videos, but I'm trying to get better. Internships and stuff like that make it very hard for me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye. Whoop.